So, new Kizuna legend. But like, why? Who asked? Why do we need this? We just got like 8 legends in the span of a month. Okay, well, what is going on, homies? It's your boy Stump, back for the OPTC video, and in today's video, we're taking a look at the new Kizuna legend that is Crocodile and Doflamingo. Okay, dual unit that is coming for the Kizuna banner, and this is going to be a regular, plain Jane Kizuna, so don't summon. This is a straight up skip. You should be tapped out from Anniversary and saving for that guy. This is a huge cash grab for them, and I don't understand. I do understand. I know why they're doing it, but I don't like that they're doing this, throwing so many legends at us, making it seem like we need these characters to, like, play. If you like Doflamingo Crocodile, like, go for gold. Like, by all means, summon. But we do have 2 rare recruits as well, being Mihawk and Moria. So we're going to break them down, take a look at what they do. That'll be good for Kizuna, obviously, coming up. And we have the new 6+ information for Kevin, Lace, Luffy and Ace, whatever you want to call them. The 6+ is coming, and we're going to break them down as well. So if you enjoyed the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button in the comment section below. I want to see the purple circle emoji or the pineapple emoji. Drop that down below, and let me know your thoughts and opinions on these characters as well. So with that said, let's take a look at them. Let's dive in. Alright, so shout out to the Lord Shiro, or Betrayed Bot, as he's known in our Discord, for the information provided. He did time travel, he did grab this information. Big love to you, my friend. Let's take a look at DOFFY and CROC. That's their artwork there. It looks more like a verse unit than verse unit than a dual unit, but look, it is what it is. So let's go down just a little bit here. Let's take a look at what they do. Kizuna legend Doflamingo and Crocodile, a Dex quick driven cerebral character. As Doflamingo, the Dex variation reduces cooldown at the start of the quest, boosts driven and cerebral's attack by 5 times, HP 1.2, makes Dex and quick slots matching, drastically reduces the landing on strength and psi, and then when tapping on this character with the Dex or int slot, applies a minus 10% driven resistance to all enemies for 1 turn. As Crocodile, the quick variation, he's basically going to do the same thing, like literally identical. However, he reduces the, he gives a minus 10% cerebral resistance to all enemies for 1 turn. Obviously, these are stackable. If you have a driven cerebral like Crocodile and Doflamingo, and you have minus 10% driven and cerebral resistance, both of them are going to get that actual resistance. Kind of nice. It's just like a pseudo super class for this particular unit, as it is a dual unit, and they don't have access to those crazy abilities. So their dual form gives 1 turn of cooldown to start the quest. Driven cerebral's attack goes up to 5.75 when slots match, 5.25 times. Otherwise, HP still 1.2, Dex and quick slots matching, and drastically reduces the chance of landing on strength and psi. When tapping on this unit with a Dex, quick, or int slot now, applies a minus 20% driven and cerebral resistance to all enemies for 1 turn. So now you get like a pseudo super class for 2 classes in their dual form, which is actually kind of nice. But obviously, you do need those orbs to actually make this a thing. They're special. On a 13-turn cooldown, boost driven and cerebral characters attack by 2.75 for 1 turn. It becomes Doflamingo and Crocodile for 1 turn. Only 1 turn, which is interesting. Allows you to select up to 4 damage boosting effects placed on the crew to further increase. However, 25% of the crew's maximum HP will be used for each buff increase. If HP would become 0, the HP will stop at 1, and if the effect can apply to the boost from this special. So it adds 0.25 to an attack boost, slot effect, type effect, conditional boost, or a chain lock. So remember, you can select up to 4, depending on how much HP you have. 0.5 to the chain boost, which is an additive, 0.20 to the chain multiplicative, and 400 to base stats. So pretty interesting stuff. Obviously, this also can apply to the special that they have. So, like, you can turn their attack boost straight into a 3 times attack boost. And most of the time, I don't know if you'll see all of this effect, but it does seem pretty interesting to just buff all of these boosts. However, they're basically just an attack boost and a booster for these effects. And that's literally it. There's, like, no real utility here. There's no real damage reduction. It's just straight damage. Like, they're just damage, which is kind of nice. But at the end of the day, like, their captain, their special, it just seems kind of, it's unique, but just like, it's kind of cool. Like, kind of cool, man, you know? If we go down now, we can take a look at their switch ability. Gives them a matching slot, heals 5% of the max HP, reduces bind and special bind by 1 turn, and makes int orbs have matching slot effects for 1 turn. Their super swap after 4 swaps, which is very low, which is really good. Changes own slot to matching, heals crew by 10% HP, reduces silence and bind for 3 turns, makes int orbs matching for 1 turn, and I'm fairly certain, if I remember reading correctly, that they actually give you a full board of int slots. I do believe I remember them giving a full board of int slots as well with their super swap. Let me know in the comment section below if I'm wrong there. Their Sailor gives 100 attack to Driven and Cerebral characters. Dex quick slots for Driven and Cerebral are matching, which is actually a really, really good Sailor ability. Slot Blind, -10, Limit Special, -3, and then they give themselves level 5 Special Charge with their Limit Break ability. So overall, they're okay. They're nothing too, like, fantastic. They're a good legend. They're just a solid legend that's just going to give you a lot more damage for your Driven Cerebral teams. Now, Driven Cerebral, they're kind of in a void of not being the best, not being the worst. So it's definitely not a character I would chase. But it's a cool character, all in all. It's unique. It's fun. I like that they do this. And it's a nice, easy skip for most people. But you can bet your ass most people are going to want it for this particular Kizuna to make life a lot easier. In Rumble, they target enemies within a large range for 2,500 fixed damage. 2 enemies get 100% chance to paralyze, 100% chance to special bind for 10 seconds, and then their Rumble ability targets Driven Cerebral teammates, attack up level 5, speed up level 5, Free Spirit and Powerhouse enemies get their attacks down level 6. Honestly, it's super mid. Evades action bind and reduces damage from Powerhouse by 30%. This is like, this passive is super mid. Nerfing Free Spirit's attack is cool and whatever, but like, it's not enough to stop them from doing what they're doing. Plus, on Driven Cerebral, like, you want to use either V2 DOFFY or even just V1 6+ DOFFY. Like, so, especially for Driven. So, I just don't really see a place for this character. Especially because they're a dual unit as well. And they obviously become typeless. So, in Rumble, you're not going to really use them. Moving down to Moria now. He is a Dex-driven slasher. He has a shitty-ass support. That sucks. He has limit specials -2. That's going to be annoying because that's going to be in the content. That sucks. Provoke attack of 150 base attack after damage and 3 turns of extra damage taken. Dex slots are matching for Driven and Slashes, which is just why, because Cavendish. This unit reminds me so much of Bardo Cavendish that I'm probably going to call them Bardo Cavendish a couple times, so I apologize. Doffy and Crocodile, like, they have that's literally what they have, so, like, why give it to them? Own cooldown by 2 turns. Their special on a 13 turn cooldown reduces all enemies' HP by 10%. Driven and Slashes get 1 turn of cooldown, reduces enemies' defense up by 6 turns, paralysis by 6, and chain multiplier at 3.25 for 2 turns, healing 25% of the max HP. This is whatever. This is mid. Like, I do not care for this Moria at all. This Moria seems crap. Like, this is just a common slap on because Kizuna's coming. Some cooldown there, which is kind of nice. We're doing some damage, so you can use some cool supports, but, like, this is shit. Like, this is a shit character. So, looking at Mihawk now, Mihawk excites me, because, like, look at this art, man. Like, name a bad Mihawk art in the game. I think even, like, Fortnite Mihawk, when he doesn't have his hat on, he still looks like a boss. He's a quick slasher cerebral, and his special reduces all enemies' HP by 10%, barriers by 1 turn, attack down and despair by 6 turns, and boost slasher cerebral slot effects by 2.25 for 2 turns. This is better. Like, this is better. Like, this is a much better special than this shit. Like, this is terrible. Chain lock at 3.25 compared to a 2.25 all boost. Yeah, no, this is where it's at. 1 turn of barrier removal is really handy, and attack down and despair. Yeah, like, this Mihawk's immediately better. Base stats of Cerebral and Slashes by 75. Quick slots for Cerebral Slashes. Again, this is dumb. Why do they have that when literally this character, the Legend, has that already as a Sailor? So, I guess, like, you're using this character as the Legend, as your leader, and then you're using these guys, but, like, it's annoying. Like, why not make the other orbs matching? Wait, don't these guys make them matching as Captain? Strength and Psi, yeah, Dex and Quick are matching. Like, why is that a thing? Why is that a thing? Whatever. Crit, 70% chance for 6% extra damage, and slot by -8, and then he has a arse support, who cares? Now, let's move on to what we came for. Like, this is what everyone cares about, right? This unit right here. This unit, its art, by the way, is crazy. And I'm very upset that Ace doesn't have a hole in his chest. This unit has been screamed at to get a 6+. Like, screamed at. It wasn't the first dual unit to get a 6+. This celebration had to be the reason why we got this 6+, and it's nice to see that they literally built a whole celebration because of this unit. So, super interesting that we are now getting Kevin as a 6+. Lace, Luffy and Ace, whatever you want to call them. They're finally getting their 6+. Let's take a look at what they do with their level limit break as well. So, their level limit break 5 captain as Luffy gives 1 turn to cooldown at the start of the quest. Free Spirit and Fighter characters attack by 4.75, haste speed by 1.2 times, strength and quick orbs are matching, and reduces damage taken by 20%, and reduces special rewind by 5 turns. Interesting. Okay. I like it. As Ace, who is the strength variation, reduces crew special charge by 1 turn, boosts Free Spirit and Shooter characters attack by 5.25 with a matching orb, 4.5 times otherwise, boosts HP by 1.2 times, and makes strength and quick slots matching, reducing the special rewind by 5 turns. What I don't like immediately about this is a fighter booster, and this is a shooter booster. It means that if you're building, like, Free Spirit, fighter, and shooter-based teams, whenever you switch, if these guys are your captains, you are going to lose that. But let's be real, 99% of the time, you're not using this unit as a captain. If you need special rewind, you're probably going to use versus Ace. Like, let's be real. Like, let's be real. Let's be real. But, all in all, pretty nice captain ability. On it, like, some good multipliers. This is at level limit break 5, obviously, but they're good multipliers. And the special rewind by 5 turns is actually, it's pretty decent as well. They're dual special. Now, this character has a dual form special. So, when you are in their dual form, they are going to have an enhanced special, just like Luffy Yamato. But their base special does 200 times their attack in non-type damage to all enemies, removes bind by 6 turns, and boosts slot effects by 2.5 for 1 turn. If the crew has a slot effect boost when the special is launched, boosts crew's attack by 2.25 for 2 turns, changes Free Spirit, Fighter, and Shooter characters, including blocks orbs, into match, applies Ignite for 150 times the character's attack for 1 turn, becomes Luffy and Ace for 3 turns. If the captain is Strength or Quick, boost damage dealt to ignited enemies by 2.25 for 1 turn. When you are in your dual form, so when you are the dual form of the character, deals 200 times the attack in non-type damage to all enemies but for the same amount of damage, same amount of bind, 6 turns, and then the slot effect goes to 2.75 for 2 turns. This is a big orb boost. This is Rainbow, by the way. 2.75 Rainbow orb boost for 2 turns, which means you get around Intimidate, which is ridiculous to think about. However, Luffy Yamato are a thing, and you're probably using them as an orb booster. However, if you are, and you have an orb boost when the special is launched, they boost the crew's attack by 2.5 for 2 turns. Again, massive attack boost. Rainbow for 2 turns. Changes Free Spirit and Fighter and Shooter character slots, including block into matching. Applies Ignite for 150 times the attack for 2 turns now. And if the captain is Strength or Quick, boost the damage for ignited enemies for 2.25 for 2 turns. So, basically, the damage just gets a little bit higher in their dual form. That's basically it. But yeah, it's a good special. Like, it's a really, really good special. If we start seeing more characters with overrideable orb boosts, like, I'm thinking of Odin Toki here. If you have Odin Toki, you switch with Odin Toki. And then you get their 1.5 times Slasher orbs, which you can run both these characters on the same team because they're both Free Spirits. Or they're both Strength and they're both Quick. And then you use this Luffy Ace special, you're going to get all of this, which is nuts. Like, it's actually nuts to think about. You have, like, Luffy Yamato as a friend captain, you have whatever unit you want as your captain, and you can do some pretty cool stuff with this unit. It's a really interesting special, and it gives me vibes of Final Tap Luffy. When I first read Final Tap Luffy, or Red Rock Luffy, I wasn't gassed. I wasn't overly excited. However, how useful he was in content for, like, the 2-3 months after utilizing that character 6+, he showed dividends how valuable having that character is. And I get the same vibes with this unit. The big downside to this is they're a Luffy and they're an Ace, which just restricts your team building so much because we have so many Luffys in the game that are just newer and more powerful. We have a lot of Aces and it restricts a lot of supports as well. So it's a bit of a bummer. If this character was named anything else, it would immediately be 10 times better. But it's still very, very good. And I think this character 6+ it's very similar to what they did with Cat Dog. I get a lot of Cat Dog vibes from this unit. I also get a lot of Red Rock Luffy vibes. So I do have high hopes for this character in the coming months of how they're going to be in content. However, they do have a super switch now added, and they just got a huge buff to their switch ability. Their switch ability was kind of like crap. Removes slot bind, paralysis, and despair, and that was literally like it with the matching orb. But it does the same thing, removes the paralysis, despair, and slot bind, gives you a matching orb through block orbs. but now it sets the chain multiplier minimum at 1.5, maxing at 15 for 1 turn. And then after 6 switches, you still get all that utility for themselves. And then sets the chain multiplier minimum at 2.5, maxing at 15 for 1 turn, and becomes Luffy and Ace for 3 turns. So, just like Luffy Yamato, you can get into their dual form with their switch abilities. 6 turns is a lot, but just remember, like, getting into the dual form just gives you a little bit more damage. It doesn't really give that much else, to be honest. Downside to this unit, if I had to break it down, I wish they went through immunity, but if they went through immunity, like, their special would be insane. Like, it would be so much goddamn damage. So much damage. But if you, like, put this unit and you hybrid them up with the new Luffy Yamato, you've got an attack boost, an orb boost, a color affinity boost with the super swap. You've got a conditional boost. You have double condition. Like, you can get a lot of damage output with a free-to-play unit. Technically, this unit is free-to-play because it's available in the Pirate Rumble. You get a lot of damage output with this unit as your captain, and then a friend captain, Luffy Yamato. So, I do like that they do this because this unit works so well with one of the new legends. However, like I said, if this wasn't a Luffy and Ace character, this unit would be so much better. But all in all, I'm pretty hyped for this 6+. I think this is a really, really good 6+. Like I said, huge Cat Dog vibes, huge Red Rock Luffy vibes, and I do think this unit will be very, very good moving forward. As for these rare recruits, Mihawk does sound interesting. Moria sounds like a big pile of assholes. And then Crocodile, Doflamingo, as much as I love Crocodile, Doflamingo, like the 2 characters, these are probably my 2 favorite villains. I think these are probably the 2 best designed villains. That they replicate each other so much, and they are 2 of my favorite. However, this unit, it's just cool. There's nothing new about what this character does, even though it is something completely new. Like, it's interesting. It's interesting and it's unique, and I like that, but it's just not something that's making me go, oh my god, this unit is cool, man. You know, so that's going to wrap up the video. Let me know your thoughts and opinions of these units in the comment section below. While you're down there, but like button, hit the subscribe button, do all that good stuff for me. Most importantly, though, wherever you are in this beautiful world, please remember to enjoy the rest of your day. As always, homies, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one.